Hey Summoners, it is time once again for homework, and remember, never do homework on your own, never do homework in ranked. Make sure you have a full group of 5 friends in normal queue whenever you try anything on this show. So I looked in the store recently and I'm seeing a lot of swords. I'm not quite sure what I want to buy. I think I'm gonna stick with the Nashor's Tooth and the Zephyr. Now, Nashor's Tooth historically is not something you see bought all too often, and usually if you do see someone buy it, it's on this right here. Hate that guy. But once you add Zephyr into the mix, you get a lot of stats. You get AP, you get AD, attack speed, movement speed, tenacity, and the big one, 30% extra cooldown reduction. These are all stats which go insane on nearly every champ. Homework this time around, play Fiora in the top lane and Kale in the mid, and make sure they both buy Nashor's Tooth and Zephyr. The biggest thing that both of these items provide is the ability to continue pursuing in team fights, which is what Fiora and Kale need to do in order to deal tons of damage. Also in this item kit, you get tenacity, which allows you to build into more offensive boots. You don't feel obligated to build into Mercury treads. Once you get later into game, Ginsu's Rage Blade and Tiamat into Hydra provide more attack speed, more damage, and an AoE. Aurelia, Jax, and Master Yi can also try this item build out. It should work fine on them, just keep it away from that Teemo. Speed is a good thing, you gotta go fast, and while a lot of the champs we mentioned today scale very well with attack speed, they also scale well with AP and AD. They're hybrids. So what I wanna know from you this week, how are we doing champ-wise? Do we have too many hybrids, not enough, or are we just right? Let me know. Shout-outs going out to the top comments, and remember to leave your suggestions for future episodes. But until then, do your homework. All right, I get it. I made a major derp on last week's episode. Yes, Twisted Fate's ultimate reveals everybody on the map, so Clairvoyance in the particular instance I mentioned would only help Nocturne and Pantheon. Okay, I get it. But hey, while we're talking about TF, let's give him the Season 3 look over this week. Twisted Fate has had a lot of changes to abilities, plus his visual rework. The biggest change over time though, his ultimate used to be full global. It's not as wide of a range as it used to be, but you still have the ability of seeing everyone on the map. Do please take a look at the original Champion Spotlight though, just to see how far the game has come in 3 years. Wildcards is TF's main farming tool in addition to a huge amount of damage in fights. Buy it at level 2 and max it out first. Pick a card gives TF the important color cards that make his kit so versatile. Get it at level 1 so you have the gold card for stun with the level 1 invade, max it out second. Stack Deck provides a lot of great passive stats. Buy it at level 3 or 4 just so you have the AP scaling and then max it last. TF is a very item-dependent mid, so a Flask and Boots need to tide you over until you can get to the big puzzle pieces, which are Lichbane and Deathcap. After you get the big two, then you can pile on the damage with Sorc Shoes, Zonias, and Void Staff. A Guardian Angel is also good too, in case you get caught despite being able to see everyone on the map. Move Speed Quints, Magic Pen Reds, AP Blues, and Armor Yellows keep you on your feet, and go 2109 Masteries for damage and mana. If you ever notice anything wrong about these episodes, or if you just want to discuss further, please leave some comments. We'll be sure to look over all of them. And if there are any other champs you want us to give a Season 3 look over for, leave them, and we might cover them next week.